The first reviews for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie are here, and the reactions are all over the place from some people saying it's amazing and others saying it's one of the worst Star Wars movies of all time. So let's dig deeper into what people are saying about the Mandalorian and Grogu. So the world premiere of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie happened last night, and there were tons of different screenings across the country for different critic groups and stuff like that. But Disney has been catching some flack for this because they invited tons of Star Wars fans to the premiere of the film, and they haven't been putting the film in a lot of different big cities. So a lot of people are saying that Disney's trying to control the early reactions by inviting out tons of these Star Wars fans that maybe only have like a couple hundred followers on Twitter, but all they do is tweet positively about the Star Wars franchise. So they're like, hey, we can invite this person, they'll be positive about the film, which honestly, is that what Disney is trying to do with this film? Probably, if we're being honest, but I do think that is a cynical way to look at it. I do think it's cool that they just invite fans that don't have such a big fan base, allow them to experience this movie early. But let's dig into some reviews. I try to sift through things from people that seem to be very unbiased, and there are plenty of positive reviews about this movie. They all kind of follow a similar theme. See if you can catch on to it here. Like Eric Davis here says, Star Wars is back on the big screen, and The Mandalorian and Grogu is a thrilling adventure full of big fights, gnarly creatures, and plenty of adorable Grogu moments. It's less about the lore and more of a fun, freaky romp across the galaxy. I really dug that about it. Keep in mind, full reviews for this movie aren't allowed. These are all the social reactions, so people have to be kind of vague and give very general wording, but you will notice a lot of the very similar wordage used in all these reactions. This one says that The Mandalorian and Grogu is a grin-inducing crowd pleaser that puts Star Wars back on theatrical track. Jon Favreau is again a safe pair of hands that delivers a solid, thrilling, and engaging romp, a solid popcorn movie that is a summer blockbuster you're looking for. And as always, it's not all positives. Bill Bria here says, Mandalorian and Grogu, finally they made a Star Wars movie for me to despise. Some cute moments can't save it from feeling terminally dull and offensively inoffensive. Feels like marathoning the blandest episodes of the show and also totally inessential, a waste of time and potential. And we got a lot more to get to with some more details about the score, visuals, all that type of stuff, but the main vibe I'm getting from these first couple I went through is kind of what we saw from the trailers. It doesn't look like this is going to be some big epic adventure. It's not going to be some grand ending to the Mandalorian story, and in fact, it really just is going to be another couple episodes of the show kind of stitched together in a movie format. So if you're happy with it just watching like an adventure of the week, like a Mandalorian season 1, you're probably going to be happy with this. Like I said, we got plenty more reactions and different things to highlight here in a second, but first let me know in the comments down below, what do you expect to rate this movie 1 through 10? Because honestly, it's looking like a pure 7 out of 10 for me. Griffin here says that The Mandalorian and Grogu is fine. It's an inoffensive, technically impressive spectacle that kind of is a snooze fest, very much structured like an abridged season of a TV show, which unfortunately plays like watching the cutscenes of a Star Wars video game instead of playing one. Really, the biggest takeaways are that the positives is that this isn't really diving deep into the lore of the world or trying to push the Star Wars universe forward in any big way. It's just kind of exploring some new planets, going on a journey, but it seems like it fails to really elevate beyond the format of the TV show and truly make this feel like a grand return to the big screen for Star Wars. A lot of people are just like, yeah, this is just fine, nothing remarkable whatsoever. One thing I have seen highlighted in tons of reviews is Ludwig's score. He obviously did the original Mandalorian TV show score, and this is actually out now on streaming platforms. I listened to a few songs. Yeah, he's absolutely cooking. I think if you like The Mandalorian and Grogu, you can expect this to be like a 7 to maybe 8 out of 10 if you're really a huge fan of these characters and just want to see them go on more adventures. If you're looking for something revolutionary, this is not going to give you that, which I honestly think is kind of fine. I think Star Wars just needs a win that is a crowd pleaser and gives the general audience faith in this becoming a movie franchise again. It is kind of ironic that they're doing this based on a TV show, of course, as their grand return. Me personally, I think if they were going to make a Mandalorian movie, they should have done it as with the last 3 to 4 episodes of The Mandalorian season 2, when Grogu gets captured leading up to the Luke Skywalker reveal, Din Djarin showing his face for the first time. I think that would have been absolute cinema to watch in a movie format, but oh well. If you want to see my other Star Wars videos on the channel, click the playlist at the top of the screen, or if you want to see all my new movie reviews, including my one for The Mandalorian and Grogu, when I see it, click the playlist at the bottom of the screen, and thank you for watching.